Okay, great.
Okay, let's get started. Good evening, everyone. Great to see everyone here tonight, and we are very appreciative that you had made the effort and put aside time to join us when you could have been doing something else. For those of you who had gone to the Mega OPP yesterday, I hope that you had a wonderful time like we did. Joanna was there, I was there, quite a few of us were there as well. A lot of things that we had learned, and the turnout was simply amazing, which spells very well for Lifewave Singapore. Yeah, so we are expecting, that last year we already did so well to win the best country sales growth in the world. So I think, that this year, I think, that there should be a good chance for us to do it, again, right? Okay, so yes, definitely. All right, so I'm not the speaker for today, but I would like to recommend the speaker. Okay, so she is a very special lady, a very dear friend of mine. Her name is Joanna Sim, and as you can see here, she comes with a stellar background. Okay, um, she worked in an oil and petroleum company for more than 20 years, retired as an in-country specialist. So if you know about oil and petroleum companies, they are the creme de la creme. Yeah. So for anyone, to be there for such a long time, that this person has a lot of substance. So she is also, she has a lot of interest and currently pursuing passion in arts, in oil and acrylic painting. So she's commissioned also in painting. Wow, okay. Um, and she has joined Lifewave since February 2023, so approaching 1 year, and she achieved the rank of director. You look at this, very amazing that within a few months of her actually joining, she already managed to achieve the director rank. Besides that, what you see here, I can tell you that Joanna is a very seasoned veteran in our industry. She has conducted training. She, in the office, which many people appreciated. And of course, she sets aside her time, to do Zooms like this, of her own volition. So she volunteered to do this for our benefit. Okay. So she's a very gracious lady, and really, it is my privilege that she and I can count her, as a good friend of mine. So with that, I'm going to hand the floor over to Joanna Sim, okay, for her to bring you guys through this amazing technology, this wonderful products that we have, and we know that it doesn't stop here because our CEO, has so many other things in store for us for our future. So with that, Joanna, I'm going to hand over the floor to you, Joanna.
Thanks, Jonas, and good evening, and welcome everyone of you to tonight's Marvel Mondays Zoom sharing. I'm Joanna Sim. We are in the first month of 2024. I take this opportunity to wish every one of you a great harmony and healthy 2024 with great achievements and happiness. Now, this session is a brief one to introduce to you about this company, Lifewave, the founder, the science behind, which is an incredible technology that is 20 years ahead of its time. So much about me that Jonas had already so kindly introduced me. Thank you. This is getting connected with good company and good product. That's why I'm here with Lifewave. For a start, since I said that it's going to be non-comprehensive, therefore, for any of you who wish to know more about this technology further or know about the rewarding plans, compensation plans, you can always contact the person who invited you here tonight, or to go to the Wood Square office. We have training there. Based on the schedule here, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Wednesday as well is a Chinese class. And if we have Malaysians on this Zoom, all right, then you will be heading to your KL showroom in Oakland Road, all right? So you can take a look at the schedule. So let's start. Before we normally start, we will have a disclaimer. So as a disclaimer, the whole presentation tonight is not for, it's only for education rather, and invitation purposes only. And Lifewave products are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure, or prevent any diseases. If you have a pre-existing condition, please seek advice from your family doctor or physician so that you can make a good decision for yourself. Okay. So your future is now. The good thing is that we don't have to time travel to the future to see how we will live our life. And in fact, right from 20 years ago, Lifewave already invented a breakthrough technology to the best of your advantage if you choose to start with them now. Okay, never too late. And look at these slides. You recognize this gentleman here, Albert Einstein. What did he say? He predicted, all right, that future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. Well, indeed, he's right. He makes significant contributions to the field of physics. And, in a modern medicine nowadays, where the power of frequency is harnessed through X-rays, CT scans, radiation, therapy, X-ray, and like MRI, ultrasound, all these have become standard diagnosis methods. Okay, and the other gentleman next to him is Dr. Oz. You remember him? He did his own show in terms of all sorts of health related. And he said the next big frontier in medicine is energy medicine. And that includes focus on the body's energy communications like acupuncture, healing, touch, Reiki, yoga, quantum healing, all these like Qigong, they are just a few forms of energy medicine. So why Lifewave? Why this company? Because has it anything to do with energy frequency? For you to find out. For the rest of the slides, you will be joining me. Now, this company is driven by innovation and proven by science. And its breakthrough patented health and wellness technology dedicated to honoring the light of life and harnessing the body's natural energy to reverse aging and maximizing our human potential. And to further about knowledge about this company, Lifewave was founded in 2002 as a research company based on a new technology invented and improving health with a new form of phototherapy. If it's the first time you hear about phototherapy, okay, do learn with us. This phototherapy is not new. It's already started in the ancient days, okay, many thousand years ago. What it does is that in this new form of phototherapy, it's able to elevate, activate, and regenerate the body and mind. So in 2004, Lifewave went into network marketing model and immediate success, generating US 17 million in sales in that very first year. And since then, Lifewave has become a global company with offices all over, apart from originating from US, all over the world, and they have distribution in more than 100 countries. And Lifewave has truly become an international success story. So looking at these slides, okay, Lifewave goal is to tap into the body's natural energy and rebalance the flow for body system to function properly and start the healing process from within without the use of medications, injections, and surgeries. So your body is your own planet Earth. It has its own healing intelligence network. All right. So since the early mankind, the body already can self-heal and do their own rebalancing the flow of energy, fight the inflammation without the intervention of medicine. So you will understand how are we approaching from Lifewave standpoint. Now, how is this technology possible? Thanks to this gentleman, Mr. David Schmidt. He is our inventor of this technology and founder and CEO of Lifewave. So we always call him the 3-in-1. At a very young age, he already set his mind to be an inventor. He has over 30 years of experience in business and development. And through the years, prior setting up Lifewave, he was into several entrepreneur. And one of the companies he was in was Advanced Application Group. And it's a research and development center that specializes in energy production technologies for both US military and commercial applications. So during this time, David developed many equipment, and one of them is a bladeless turbine power generation system. What a mouthful of equipment, and also rocket engines. So the more you read into him, you will agree with me that he's a very accomplished man. We are very fortunate to have him, all right, in knowing him and benefiting mankind. So what did he say? He once said that if we were to go back 20 years, the subject of age reversal was thought to be science fiction. Well, and it was fiction, but now it is a reality. Lifewave is having this under their wings. So as he mentioned, if he can use a mobile phone to communicate with someone from overseas, is there a way where we can communicate with our body within? And with that invention thought, David invented a patch that can communicate with our body using Eastern and Western theories and combine the light that has existed in nature since ancient times via the meridian points, or what you call the acupuncture points, and that emerges into the global health technology market to improve our life. And for the past 2 decades, Lifewave has been transforming lives through light. So interesting, right? By buying light. Now, David Smith, he's a doctor of science and technology. In 1999, he was very honored. He received an honorary doctorate from the International Hall of Fame of Inventors. And he was invited to invent many equipment by US military. And he even invented a drone. Look at the top far right corner. Now, he invented this drone to deliver humanitarian aids to disastrous area where vehicles will not reach easily. It was such a marvelous intelligence guy who did all this invention. And over now, he should have more than 130 patents, which he invented and had it patented under his name. I believe he can't remember how many patents he's still counting. Okay. And there are arrays of other products in the pipeline, which we are yet to know or he's rolling out. So David was extraordinary, okay? He was extraordinary as in honored to be chosen as the recipient of this very special award. He was presented with the statue of the far left corner, you can see, the naval corpsman attending to the wounded, which symbolizes help given to the suffering during crucial moments of need. And this was the first presentation of the award in the history by the US Navy. Some of you may have heard that David was invited by the US military to work on a booster to help to uplift the alertness of the Navy SEAL in the mini-sub which David invented to stay alert for more than 30 hours instead of taking caffeine or drugs to stay alert. And that took the first patch created, which was the energy enhancer patch. With this invention, and subsequently led him to start Lifewave. Okay, so Lifewave research is also funded by the Irish government. And Lifewave was able to form a collaboration with the National University of Ireland in Galway, and they have a center which is called the Remedy, and that is more to specialized development into technology for stem cell. And Lifewave is a vertical integrated company. A vertical integration is a strategy that allows a company to streamline its operation by taking direct ownership of its various stages of its production process, and from the product technology, raw material, right to the finished products, which are all managed in-house. So everything is under control. It's never outsourced. And there are two factories located in one in the South Ireland and the other in San Diego. And why Lifewave again? The product is so crucial for every one of us to get to know. The products are phototherapy patches and organic skincare products that generate distinct cellular activity and encourage a wide range of health benefits. Some of the benefits includes a reverse aging, immune system support, anti-inflammatory properties, pain management especially, reduce stress, and faster wound healing, and skin and cell regeneration. So the product used cutting-edge nanotechnology and age-old wisdom via the meridian point. And these are all clinically tested, proven. Importantly, it has to be safe. Now you look at the milestone of Lifewave creation by David Schmidt, right from the creation, starting of the company at 2002, up to the point where 2004, when the energy enhancer was developed. And the technology was born out of 3 years of intense research by David into the concept of being able to naturally increase the energy and stamina. All these are through the elevation of fat burning, utilizing the wireless communication again to the human body via phototherapy. So Lifewave first received global attention at the 2004 Olympic trials, when prominent women's swim coach, Richard Quick, he provided his 8-member swimmers from Stanford University with our energy enhancer patch. And after the amazing results from the swimmers, news got out. Thousands of individuals came forward. They wanted to distribute this patch because it's a technology they felt it was too far-fetched, that you really gain your energy surge within 5 minutes after patching. Okay, so today, the Olympians are still using them, all the patches that's relevant. So, and that marked the start of the destiny of Lifewave. So over the years, other classic patch, like the pain management, detoxification, increased antioxidants, and whole lot more benefits. And of course, the Ala Vida skincare. And for your information, if I'm allowed to share, the Ala Vida's eye cream will be launched next month with the age reverse technology. All right, that is very thrilling for the ladies. And backtrack 2019, Lifewave introduced X39, and a patch that activates your body stem cells to promote self-healing and regeneration. That was a remarkable achievement for Lifewave in history. And human has limited regenerative abilities, and these abilities decline with age. And aging equals degeneration, disability, aches and pain. All right. Some of us are already experiencing it every second, every day. So it is just part and parcel of growing old. Aging is indeed the driving factor of the various age-related diseases, including neurodegenerative diseases, cardiovascular diseases, cancer, immune system disorder, so and so. All right, there's a whole lot of them. So are we really facing aging so badly and there's no help? And we also know that stem cells also age. They die. So the lesser stem cell activity you have, the slower you will heal and the faster you age. That is the fact of life when growing old. And you can see from this chart, okay, when we were babies, we had cell abundance by the trillions, and that helped us to grow up healthy with vitality. And look at the percentage, all right, by age of 18, only 40%, right down to 60 years old, 5% of stem cells left. Isn't that scary? And the thought of being 60 is still young, but it's from the appearance and our organs are already failing us. So we are seeing a lot more aging sign. And you may know that we are all made from stem cells. These stem cells are the master template, which have the potential to differentiate into other division of specific cells in the body into different organs, as you can see. So as we age, our cells start to deplete in production, as you can see, and less effective. That is why we have recurse. The loss of fibroblasts to hold our skin, the collagen is gone, and we have sagging skin, more pigmentation, and that is on the appearance. What about inside the body? Our blood vessels tend to harden. They will plug, building up due to lifestyle. There will be a lot of inefficiency, and the efficacy of bodily systems start to weaken, metabolism slow down, and some even led to chronic diseases. So some may choose to accept the fact that they will grow old gracefully and do nothing. I won't, and many others won't. We look for alternative, and many may source for alternative like keeping them active stem cell multiply. You can pay for tens and hundreds and thousands of dollars to have a stem cell injection in Switzerland. That's not my option anyway. All right, or you can go to Asia for a cheaper option, or from a younger donor to have a stem cell therapy, but they may not totally be safe. So because there were cases where some had cells division issue, that is why it is still not very common or approved in most countries. And stem cell injection is still widely being researched by scientists all over the world. And of course, there are other ways to get hold of the stem cell, like via the baby umbilical cord blood or from the spinal cord. And it is definitely invasive and expensive. So others may choose to ingest supplement from sheep or deer placenta extract. So bottom line, either you spend a lot of money to take those risks, and some may barely work. Do we have any other alternative? So from ancient times, light has played a significant role in the treatment of diseases. Modern light therapy or phototherapy treats skin conditions such as acne scars, aging, wrinkled skin. You know, when you have, say, muscle ache or ligament tear, and you see a doctor who may refer you to a physiotherapist for some physio workout training, or sometimes they may use infrared light on your area of pain. That is infrared light treatment. All right, so you can resonate what is this all about. So it's a future medical technology like? The answer is obviously stem cell, which I have been sharing. okay? And when tissue or organs are damaged, stem cells were able to divide and develop into other types of cells so they could repair themselves. This process could reverse and prevent damage to vital organs and could be done with stem cell therapy. Excuse me. Now, precursor to sharing how the product uses phototherapy, let me take you through this slide, which is very important. So please be with me. In a very broad spectrum, why copper peptide, in short we call GHKCU, why is it related to Lifewave technology? GHKCU peptide is found in our blood plasma. It is already existing in our body.
Hands up!
And like in our saliva or urine. So it's all clinically proven. And it was found that copper peptide is able to reset several thousands of genes to a younger and healthier state. So it is able to activate stem cells in the body. If you already heard that X39 patch is a stem cell activator. Okay, so GHKCU is very crucial in our body function. However, it will reduce in production as well, same like stem cell. So when we age, we have less production of copper peptide, and that's why increase of inflammation in the body, we are slow in recovery and lead to a lot more chronic diseases. So now do you see the relationship? When we age, our body is facing more health issues. It is all chain effect. So since the body is born with the ability to produce copper peptide, that's why David Smith tapped on these findings by using his thinking, by using photomodulation, which is also in the field of phototherapy, to communicate with the body and assist in its production, eliminating the need for external consumption, like taking copper peptide supplement. There is, all right, you can take it orally, but for your information, the price per gram of copper peptide is even more expensive than gold. So I will go for alternative. And Dr. Laurent Picard, he's the one who first discovered how GHKCU works in our body. It is marvelous. That's why the chain of benefits for having good supply of copper peptide in there. And he is also being known as a father of copper peptide cosmetics. So some of you who are in this cosmetic line may know, you look at the ingredients, they have copper peptide contained within. But how concentrate, we do not know. But at least for us, we know the patch works immediately. It will just elevate your production of copper peptide after patching. All right. So to know further about this GHKCU, from the National Library of Medicine is recorded, all right, that how the cells, such as, it will also process cell protective actions, such as anti-cancer activities, anti-inflammatory actions, DNA repair. So it means that they are going to repair your DNA before they multiply. How nice. And to know further about GHK peptide, it repairs our genes, speed up the womb healing, okay, and convert our old life cells to a younger state before it multiplies again. And of course, the collagen, that's what all we want, all right? Can't tell my age, I know, but many of you may already experience the loss of collagen and thinking how to put back. So some will go for cosmetic surgery to have more injected, or by taking supplement, right? Yeah, so we found you a far better, non-invasive and quick result just by patching. So to understand more, this is Lifewave X39 patch, our star player, stem cell activator per se. How does the patch work? So we are beings of light. We have lights within our body. Our body emits infrared light. When we patch onto the skin, activated by the body heat, and in turn, this could stimulate the skin with very low level of light in a specific wavelength and communicate with the cells and trigger biochemical reaction that leads to energy production with many other benefits. So this is the science known as photobiomodulation in the area of phototherapy. Am I too scientific to explain all this? Take a few more times to understand, then you will really understand how this patch works. So for example, when you go into the sun, the ultraviolet light triggers, by the way, from the sun is ultraviolet light, from our body is infrared light. So when you go into the sun, the ultraviolet light triggers your body to have biochemical reaction to produce vitamin D. So does the sun have vitamin D? No, right? It is via the light that allows your body to respond and produce more vitamin D, that's all. This is how the patch works with light, a form of phototherapy. You are probably inching closer to understanding what I'm trying to say, okay? So the different types of patch has different wavelength of light that will result in different health benefits. So now, this is more to share with you that David has created so many products and patented, and we have more than 80 clinical studies over the years, all right, after he formed Lifewave. And clinically proven as well, is able to activate, increase the copper peptide production and activate stem cell. And the fast result especially is patented, of course, so there's no drugs and chemical or stimulants. Nothing gets into your body, okay? It's just by the light. And this is very interesting. These patches reflect very specific wavelengths of light that stimulate the surface of the skin, which I just explained. So if someone has knee pain, for instance, they can apply the patch on localized area, or there are some meridian points where we can follow and patch accordingly. It will work very fast. And on the left, you can see on the top left, that is also invented by David. It's called the double helix conductor, which in short we call DHC. There are different sizes placed on different parts of the body to enhance the activities of stem cells during the clinical experiment research. Nowadays, we don't use this. It's already transformed into a patch like this, okay? Yes, so we just patch it on the meridian point and it just works accordingly. So through this work on the DHC, David theory that phototherapy could be used as a means for activating a person's own stem cell and returning them to a more youthful state. And from this idea, after 10 years of research into the concept, X39 patch was created. So when applied to a user's skin, the patch works to stimulate the stem cell activity and produce an extensive number of wellness benefits to help combat aging, improve recovery after physical exertion, and more. So see how the science has evolved. It's marvelous, right? So he also said that Lifewave is unique because it is the only phototherapy product in the world that uses the human body as its own power source. And the other word I'm trying to tell you that there's no competition in the world. We are the one and the only. And you will see the range of benefits after X39. I'm not going to read all, but to sum up, 1 to 3 months, you will see gut resetting, physical changes. That's why we always advise every new user to, on the day one, take photo so that they can see their change on their facial as well. And then 3 to 6 months, you see deep healing begins, like increase of collagen. We all love that. Reduce wrinkles, we can see that. And hair growth. A lot of people are under a lot of stress and losing hair. This is one you can consider. It's a matter of time. Your body will be age reverse accordingly. And 6 to 12 months reversing our aging, and you will look very different, okay, with that consistent patching. So that's for long term. And we are not talking about anti-aging. This is the past. We're talking about age reversal, age reversing. And this is a far-fetched technology that many companies can achieve. So to sum up, this product, this patch is non-drug, non-transdermal. It means that it does not get into your bloodstream. It's only by activating it and allow the body to have the wavelength of light to trigger to the biochemical reaction from the body to work. And therefore, from there, it will just continue to produce more and more copper peptide and wake up all your stem cells that have been dormant and sleeping. And it's non-invasive. There's no, we are saying acupuncture without needle. And last of all, it has to be safe. Okay, there's no drugs, no chemicals in it. You will be interested after I shared for so long about how this technology moves, how it works with us, millions of people out there. So when I first heard about stem cell therapy, okay, tonight we have some guests here who have yet to experience the Lifewave patches. You will be keen to know what kind of price point that you have to pay to activate your very own stem cell through this miraculous technology, right? So when I first heard about stem cell technology, I was thinking, hey, the value will be very unaffordable for the mass out there. But surprisingly, this wonderful technology costs less than Singapore $7 a day. With the two patch, the X39 stem cell activator and the Young patch that is highly recommended to reduce the inflammation in the body for new user to start using this two patch. And that is, you will see a good foundation being built. And there are different enrollment kits you can see from here and tailored to individual. So quickly contact the person who invited you here tonight and start to see which are the enrollment kit that suits you better. Okay, so we talk so much, and we would like to share some testimonial. So there are tons of testimonial out there over these 20 years. You can, and Lifewave has already touched millions. You can find them in YouTube. You can key in Lifewave, probably most common illness, or you can key in David Schmidt. You will find lots of scientific papers and videos, and a lot of people are sharing about Lifewave testimony out there. So you will be able to learn more by yourself. Now, tonight we have invited our first sharer, Serene Wu. She will be sharing with us her multiple health issues she had, like migraine, hypertension, cholesterol, and water retention problem. It is a very, very common problem, happen to many of us in one or two of her experience. So I will leave it to Serene, all right, to share with us more about what she went through, how Lifewave Patches has helped her. Okay, so let me stop share and allow Serene. Serene, can you take over?
Yeah, I'll share the screen later. Just to introduce myself a little bit. Happy New Year to all of you. Yeah, just a little bit of health conditions that I have, as what Joanne mentioned, out of three, one will have this, which is hypertension. So I actually have my hypertension for 16 years. Not sure whether is it because due to, family history, or is it due to my birth, to my last kids. I have hypertension since then, you see. So I've gone through a lot of cycle of changing medicine, increasing dosage and other things, and it's really bothering when you really have all these things, So let me add in to the extent that I even I was admitted to the hospital. Can see my screen, right? So I was admitted to hospital due to my BP was over 190, and that could be contribute from the stress, that I have, especially women, you have a lot of stress, family, work with children, especially I'm a working mom, morning have to fetch children, and then you have to catch up with your work, rush back home, prepare dinner and etc. So these are indirectly stress that I had. That's why, at one point, my hypertension is really cannot control, it just go up roller coaster, come up, down. So I was admitted to hospital, and they do a check and to make sure that I didn't get any stroke. And then they put me on drip for observation for a couple of hours. Then I was discharged. So I mean, not only that, that hypertension bothers me, as what Joanne mentions, I have swollen finger, and I have a very bad frequent migraine. So my swollen finger is like every mornings when I wake up, I can't even crunch my finger, that bad. So and the migraine is like at night after works, when I want to get to bed, I always pop out my medical oil. I'll just apply, and this really go on for quite a while, and it's really I'm thinking, what actually contribute that. Is it because stress, because of my BP, so was really very bothering me. So I always tell myself, I just comfort myself, sun gao I have one, still okay lah, and so I think back in last year February, so I went for a blood test. So every 6 months, you have to take a blood test, to make sure that everything is okay, liver is not damaged because of the medications that we are taking. And then after that, doctors come to me and say, hey, your cholesterol seems to be very high, probably I have to do some things to eat. Maybe 6 months later, if really is still at border high, I have to start medication with you. That is the time I start to get panic, because, you have one ikao, that's the second cow. So, getting very panic and was telling myself, I have to do something to it. That's, then after that, I actually come across a patching events, that patching events is not in, I think back in April, if not long, last year April. So why I was I went for this patching event is because of my auntie, that has been suffering for big pain issue, sharp pain issue for a year. So I just on one family occasion, I said, hey, I heard, about this patch, my friend invited me, that can manage pain very well, probably you want to have a try, You say, wow, certainly, why not? I try a lot of medication, a lot of cream, it doesn't help me at all. So after that, we went, and yeah, that's the first time that I met Jonas, and then, my auntie is the first one that, oh, volunteer, I want to try the patch, So immediately, just one patch on her. I think after 5 minutes, I think less than 5 minutes, and then she was like, oh, cannot be leh, my pain is gone, Then we speak in Cantonese. 係咪真㗎? You see, wow, 真嘅咧，好奇妙嗬. That really bursts out, that kind of, happiness, that she had really tolerated for about a year plus, and it just get, the pain release, 50% pain release immediately. So that actually, now of course you sign up, she is the first one to use the patch in fact. So after that, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should do more research on that, so, to see how actually it helps. So yeah, I did a bit of research, go to YouTube, listen to a lot of medical practitioner review about the patches. And yeah, so I mean, I'm telling myself, to try, no harm trying, that is something that is clinical proof, and a lot of clinical study about that. So I start patching, at the end of April. So immediately, not too long after 1 week, I did a lot of research, and then I'll start patching. So of course, it not only benefit, my swollen finger. Actually, swollen finger, I after patching for about 2 weeks, I realized that my swollen fingers is not that often, and that helped me most is my migraine. I can tell you a week at least 3 times that I'm having my migraine, and then it's very bad, my migraine. Sometimes, you feel very nausea, and then you feel like vomiting. So after patching for a month, my migraine really gone. And of course, quality sleep, and I think small focus, even with that number of hours that I sleep, but the next day back to work, I'm still be able to focus very well. And up to the extent that even my knee pain, I have some knee pain. I didn't even realize that my knee pain is gone until one day my son come to me and say, "Hey mom, how come you're not complaining about your knee pain anymore?" Then I say, "Oh yeah." I say, sometimes it's like the healing, it doesn't really, notice until somebody highlight to you, "Oh yeah, that is something that, it happens." So, and then you can see the slide after 4 months of patching. I start in April, and then I think almost 3 months, and a doctor tell me that, I have reduced my cholesterol, and then it's actually at a good reading. At 3.12. So good things, that I don't even have to start my cholesterol medicine. So it is really, I'm still maintaining 1 ECAL. But another good news is that same in February and versus August. So February, I'm still taking a 1 tablets hypertension medicine. And in August, when I review with the doctor, because I have been doing the hypertension measurements, and then with all the chart, doctor say, I'm very confident with the patch. I was asking doctor, can I try to reduce my, my medicine? And then she reviewed all the, the reading. They say, let's try half tablets, So it's really, really very happy, with the kind of tremendous result I see myself, So yeah, and I think one shout out to everyone, which is still having a dilemma whether to start or not. I think really there's nothing to lose. There's no side effect, but it's some healing reaction. So just be patient to see the positive result by yourself. Yeah. Thanks, Joanne. Joanne, I think you're muted, so can't hear you. Joanne?
Joanna, you're muted.
Yeah, Joanna, you're muted.
Okay, yeah, I'm back.
Okay, I'll stop sharing.
Thanks, Serene. We can tell how grateful Serene is towards gaining her health improvement after using Lifewave patches. Yes, it takes so many years to create that kind of chronic problem. It will take a bit of time to get better, so it takes time, okay? I have thanks, Serene. Yeah, thanks. And in fact, millions out there already leading a much better quality of life after using Lifewave. Okay, now I will share screen again. And this is a second sharer, Olivia Gold. I will do on her behalf because she has to look after her grandchildren last minute for her daughter. So she will leave me to share, okay? Now, Olivia is my ex-colleague, and we met out and realized that, hey, she has lost the smell due to aging. And so she started patching in May 2nd last year. So I've been doing periodic follow-up with her. So 2 months later, when I follow up with her, she said that I met her for coffee in Fantasia. You can see from the photo, yeah. And I asked her, said, your loss of smell, are you gaining back? She said, no, not yet. I said, well, what else? Are you feeling okay everywhere? Sleep? I got problem in my sleep. I said, okay, what about your bowel movement? Because these are the general checks we normally do, after using X39 and Eon. X39 the day and Eon at night, we will see improvement over in many areas, the gut, digestion, everything. And then all of a sudden she jumped up. She said, oh, my middle finger on both hands, I'm able to bend. Then she raised this funny joke. What happened is that in the past, she used to not be able to close fully. Clench her fists, okay? Her middle finger always sticking out. So her son once made that comment, Mom, please don't be so vulgar. Okay, so that's a joke. And she's so happy. From a photo, you can tell that she's already clenching it pretty well. She can bend her middle finger down. And she's having improvement. And at age of 79, she's still doing Zumba. Okay, and what she does is that she will patch enhancer during the day when she's going for her Zumba. Like for me, I patch it today because I have a lot of errands to run. So we patch according to what we have high activity for those days. But for new users, don't jump in too soon, okay? You will still be good to just stick with basic foundation, which is the stem cell activator, the X39 in the day, 12 hours, and then 12 hours off. And at night, start with your Eon, 12 hours on, 12 hours off as well. Okay, so this is a short sharing of Olivia. She's still improving, all right? She's looking very good now. Now, I progress on with the balance of few charts, okay, before we call it a night. Now, reverse aging will take time. It's just that when Serene was sharing, when she was having her health issue, she didn't have it when she was very young, correct? Same like all of you here. We come to a certain age. At the age of 40, what is the first thing you will notice? Your eyesight will turn back and they will come knocking at your door. You also can't go open the door. You have to open the door. Your eyesight turn back. You have to go fix the glasses. A lot of chain effect comes onto your body. This is part and parcel of what I already explained to you. So if you want to see reverse aging through this patch or improvement, it takes time. It's like stomach lining takes 5 days, blood probably 4 months, skin 1 month, and the bones take 3 months there and there. Okay, so do aware that such expectation should be managed. So be patient with your body. If you are having some health issue, bottom line, we want to be cell ready. So when there's any problem, you are able to overcome it very fast in terms of speed up the healing effect, okay? So what David mentioned something, in as little as 6 months, the telomeres lengthen to the equivalent of 8.5 years of age reversal. The telomeres is at the tail end of the chromosome. Okay, so those who know biology will understand what I'm trying to say. Never mind, you don't need to know so much. You just know that the longer you patch, the younger you will be. That's all you need to know. So those were the clinical tests done to ascertain, substantiate his claim. Okay. And to patch, you need to, if you notice, I've been drinking water. You need to drink about 1.5 liters of water, all right, every day, because water is the best conductor of biocurrent. And that's why when we do on-site demo, all right, to patch Eon on anybody who claim they have pain and aches, we patch it on the meridian point, the GB, the 14. You will be guided not to worry on where the meridian point is. We make them drink water, and straight away we'll count down 10 all the way to 0. Most of them will tell you there's a reduction in pain, which is very instant. This is even faster than taking a painkiller, no? Oral painkiller. And this is definitely not invasive, no drugs, not transdermal. Why not? Okay, so the fact on the stem cells on the repair of your body, okay, the less stem cell again, you will grow older. So the higher the stem cell count, you will have a younger look, younger age, including your activity and your performance. Okay, so activate your own stem cell, reset them to a younger, healthier state. It's your choice. It's in your control if you choose to do. Just to drop probably some Starbucks coffee, Starbucks, and just spend on something long-term that for overall rejuvenation. All right, that is definitely worthwhile for you to consider tonight. And then it's safe, it's patented. So nobody else can rob us from this patent for at least 20 years. So remember, we are going by David studied in Taiwan on the meridian points. That's how he developed all these via the meridian point that give you a very good result. But theoretically, he said can patch in any part of the body, and but clinically proven on those points which the company or the corporate suggested. All right. So acupuncture without needle is the way to go. So thank you tonight for having with us here. And if you have any question, just talk to the person who has invited you here tonight or to attend our Wood Square talks, and we will be able to share with you further and clear your doubts. Okay, over to you, Jonas. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Joanna and Serene as well. I hope that everybody has enjoyed this presentation, has learned a lot from the presentation, and also enjoyed Serene's sharing. As a matter of fact, I have not even heard about Serene's complete sharing until this evening. So I'm actually very, very awed by the results that she has been experiencing since she started patching about, what's that, probably about a year ago already. As Serene also pointed out, and Joanna as well, that sometimes, we need to exercise a little bit of patience. And when there's healing, at times, okay, I would say probably a small percentage, but then healing response, could also be experienced, but that is temporary. And the people who have experienced this and have stayed the course have all shared the same thing, that later on they really enjoyed the benefits of the patch, that whatever issues that they have had, somehow or other has minimized, has reduced, or even eliminated. Not that, we are saying that this, our patch, can treat, can diagnose, so we are not saying that, but we've got so many testimonials already that show how our patches can really help people. Now, I'm just very curious. Firstly, just to echo what Joanna was saying, thank you so much for all of you, and especially the new people. Now, I'm just very curious, and are there anyone here who, probably nobody invited you, but somehow or other you found your way, to this event, okay, to this presentation. So if there are any of you there, maybe you want to indicate by just typing in the chat box 111, yeah. So I'm just quite curious because we've had 1 or 2 incidences here where somehow or other, people manage to find their way here without, actually being invited. So, so if there are any of you here, who somehow managed to find your way here without one of our business partners, invited you, yeah, you're not invited, by anyone. So, just type 111 for me. And okay, so it's close to 9:30 already. Now, we are not going to do any questions, answer any questions, because we did say, that we would like to end this at 9:30. So we are 2 minutes shy of that already. And I think, we would just call it a night. Once again, thank you for your very, very attentive, for being here and being so attentive. So with that, everyone, I wish you good night. I wish you as well, a great, productive, safe, and meaningful week. And of course, the Chinese New Year that is coming, the preparations that's on the way. I hope that every one of you will continue to stay safe, and make the best of everything. Yeah. Okay. So with that, thank you so much. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye everyone.